Okay, so today I'll be working on the Dark Knight questline, and this happens after you beat Gen 2 and Gen 3. Only humans get this questline, and shortly after you beat both those generations, you will get a quest called Tarlax's Request, and you will also get a CR Dungeon Pass, because now we need to gather pieces of Dark Knight armor. So we need to find the armor in this dungeon and take it to Tarlac. So your dungeon pass is in your me inventory, and it will say that it's to acquire the piece of Dark Knight armor. So that's how you know it's the one related to this quest line. Okay, so this CR dungeon was 3 floors, and now that I'm done with it, I need to claim what's in the chest. Don't forget to do this or you won't get your dark armor piece. And now I need to go talk to Tarlac while he's still human. Maybe I should exit out of the dungeon in the normal way before I do that. Alright, so now I just need to wait for the next quest to come in. And here it is. Gathering Dark Knight armor pieces. Okay, so acquire the second piece of Dark Knight armor. And use the keyword piece of Dark Knight armor. Okay, so now read this book that you get from him. Okay, so now we need to head to the Albi Battle Arena. And you can get there with one of these Albi Battle Arena coins. So now we just need to go to the dungeon lobby and drop that on it. And talk to Goro here. Okay, so now we need to get the third piece. So we need to talk to the guy at the Dragon Ruins. Okay, so now it's working. Not sure why you didn't just open with this dialogue before. Okay, so I got a piece from him. Okay, so now it looks like we just have this subquest to work on. And we just need to talk to a couple different NPCs to get different pieces of the armor. So I'm going to go talk to Stuart next. And now we need to see Lazar. Okay, and she wants 3 mana herbs. I don't think I have any on me, do I? Oh, I do. Good. So I'll just give those to her. Alright, now this quest is done. And now we can resume the quest line. So now we need the 4th piece of armor. Okay, now the armor is saying what it should be. So talk to an NPC 3 times, it can even be the same one. And then finally the 4th time he'll say this. So now we need to go to Ruairi Dungeon and drop anything on the altar. Ruairi Dungeon is 3 floors long, so it might take a little while. And like the armor said, it doesn't matter what you drop. You'll find what you need at the end of the dungeon anyway. Okay, so when you kill the boss, the priest's black metal appears, and you'll want to pick that up. So it doesn't drop from the end chest. Just keep that in mind when you're running the dungeon. And now we need to go see Crystal next, because she used to be a succubus in that dungeon, so she probably knows a lot about what this is. Okay, so now I need to give her a teardrop of the spirit, and that is one reason why I decided to do a video covering spirit weapons, because you need to have a spirit weapon to do this. So let's see, how do you talk to them again? Go to your menu, select pet/spirit, select spirit, and then go to chat. And then find teardrop of the spirit keyword. Okay, did she give me one? Yes, she did. So you need this to move on with the Dark Knight quest. If you don't have a spirit weapon already, go back and look at the video I made on spirit weapons and go get one. And now I'll talk to Crystal again. Okay, so now we need to go to Albi Dungeon in Otherworld. And she gives you a goddess pass so you can get there through Bangor Dungeon. But I'm gonna get there a little bit faster using a Warp Imp. Warp Imps are only about $8 in the store, and they're a great investment for this reason. I have my location saved to Turnanog, so I don't need to go through that dungeon every time I need to get here. But either way, just ask a friend or use a Warp Imp or use the pass to get here, and then go to the dungeon, and we'll use that pass that she gave us. Okay, so here's the dungeon, and let's drop this pass on the altar. Alright, so we finally met the Black Wizard. And now we need to go to Berry Dungeon, so I'll go to Morva Isle since that's pretty close. Oh, and before I do this, I need to deliver these armor pieces to Tarlac. But he's still a bear, so I don't think it really matters if you deliver them to him before or after the dungeon. So technically, after you give all the armor pieces to Tarlac, I think that's the end of all the quests that you'll actually get from this. So this part doesn't technically have a quest, but when you enter, you get to RP as Ruairi. And let's see what skills he has. So this is a pretty cool RP dungeon. It lets you experience what it's like to have Dark Knight abilities. And you also have a lot of these black foamer scrolls. This is for the exclusive Dark Knight skill that you get, which is Control of Darkness. It's basically a taming skill. You can also turn back to normal and transform as much as you want here. Oops, where'd that go? There we go. And you can stay transformed as long as you want in this dungeon. Okay, so I've tamed my first minion, which is a wild gremlin. And I think you can tame up to 5 monsters at a time. Any speedwalk potions? Okay, this is one of the few RP missions that doesn't give you a speedwalk potion, which is kind of unfortunate. Open the door. Alright, I finally tamed some flying swords. Now they're on my side. Okay, so now I'm finally at the boss room and my taming skill paid off big time. I got one of these ogre warriors on my side now, which I was not expecting. But my ogre warrior is dying pretty quick. Okay, I need to heal there. Come and get me. All right. Come on, get close. Alright, one left. Okay, this dungeon with Ruairi is over. Okay, and it looks like if you choose to do this before talking to Tarlac, it looks like the quest to talk to Tarlac vanishes. So it probably doesn't really matter if you give him the armor or not. So I don't have that quest anymore. Now to become a Dark Knight. So we go back to Chernanag, and you can do that by getting another pass from Crystal and going through this dungeon through the dungeon that leads to the portal there. Or you can have the location saved with the warp imp. I'm just doing this way because it's faster. And then the Black Wizard said to talk to Dougal after we experienced being a Dark Knight in the RP mission. Okay, so if you use the keyword where the Black Wizard is, you can get the pass from him. And that should be in my me inventory. And you just need to drop this on the Albi dungeon altar. And unlike before, you're not going to need to go through any enemies or anything like that. It's similar to a dungeon battle arena. Sort of. There's just like the entrance and then you talk to the NPC. Okay, so we'll go over here. And then drop the pass. And you can see the boss room is just right over here. Alright, and now I'll talk to the Black Wizard. Okay, so he'll only... You only do it if you're in your normal form. And you can decide to become a Dark Knight now or be undecided and leave. And you can get a pass again just as easily as before, just by mentioning the keyword where the Black Wizard is. So there's no rush to make this decision at this point. Alright, and then you end back up in Turconail. And then... let's see what we have. Oh, and I guess I can't use that anymore today because I turned into a paladin first. But anyway, that's how you become a Dark Knight, and now I have all the skills that come with it, including Control of Darkness, which is basically a taming skill that will let you tame up to 5-ish monsters at a time. So it's basically just a much more advanced version of the taming skill that already exists in the game. Because with the normal taming skill, you can only tame one monster at a time, and you need a taming cane to do that. So let's look at where we can buy scrolls for this. So let's go to Dumbarton really fast. Up here, in here. And talk to Stuart. And open up his shop. And click on Foamer Scrolls. Okay, so you can buy 10 of these for a little under 10k gold. And you can buy one of them for about 1k gold. These black Foamer Scrolls are only for Dark Knights, and they're basically your taming bait for your Dark Knight Control of Darkness taming skill. So you'll need to have a few of those in your inventory to tame things. I guess I'll just buy a stack. Alright, and that's how you become a Dark Knight and learn all the skills. So that's the end of that short story.